Hello. Hello, everyone. I just want to see the mat. Okay. All right. Are we doing it? Yeah. We're good. All right. Good evening. Hello. Hi. It's nighttime. It's dark outside. Happy Monday or whatever day and time you happen to be watching this. And if you're with me here live right now, welcome and thank you. Thank you for being here. So tonight we're gonna move around. I feel like whenever you do yoga, like standing poses, you're getting in the hips and stuff. So we'll definitely be doing a little bit of that tonight. And filling that out. So we'll have some fun. Don't necessarily need a bunch of props or anything. I suppose it's nice if you have a block or some block-like structure, like a book or something. That's cool to have handy. But beyond that, I don't think you need too much. All right, so if you're not already lying down, let's go ahead and come into a lying down position on your backs, just relaxing the shoulders down, rolling the palms open to face the ceiling, allowing the backs of your shoulders to just relax down towards the floor. And we'll take a moment or two here to come into the breath, come into the body. So relaxing the backs of the shoulders towards the floor. Let's take a big breath, inhaling through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh the breath out, exhale. And release it, let it go. Do that again, inhaling, fill the belly, fill the ribs. Breathe right up under the collarbones, holding the breath there, soften your shoulders. Release it through the mouth, exhale. Sighing the breath out. Do that one more time. Inhale through your nose. Fill the belly. Fill the ribs. Breathe all the way up to the top, right up under the collarbones. Hold the breath there. Soften the shoulders down. And release it with the sigh. Exhale. All the breath out. Just letting go of whatever you need to let go of. Start to come into your Ujjayi breath. Bringing the breath steadily in and out through the nose. Inhaling, allowing the ribs to fill, the belly to fill. Exhaling, ribs drop down, soften down. Hug the belly in. Inhale, soft brushing sound at the back of the throat. Exhale, same. Pouring the breath out. Just go like that a few more times, just breathing, right? Nothing else to do, but come into this nice, steady breath. Listen to the sound. Feel the feeling of the inhale. What moves? What do you notice? Feel the feeling of the exhale, right as the ribs draw in, as the belly draws in, right? All the breath out. What do you feel? What do you notice? Again, inhaling. Exhaling, hearing the sound, feeling the sensations. Allowing your attention to be fully absorbed by the breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Keep with the steady breath. Circle your wrists and your ankles. Take a stretch. Reach the arms overhead. Stretch your legs. Oh, hi, everyone. Oh, my goodness. Hug your knees in. Give them a squeeze. Rock a little side to side. Just smooth out the lower back. Enjoy that. Then taking the knees over to the left, reach the right arm, let your shoulder melt down towards the floor. Maybe you turn your gaze towards your right hand. Notice the stretch. Where do you feel it? Where's the strongest sensation of the stretch as you're here? Back up to center, lift the knees. Take an inhale as you get to the top. And exhale the knees over to the other side. So same idea here. Just let the left shoulder melt down towards the floor. Allow that stretch to happen across the shoulder, your chest, right? The stretch through the hip. And bringing your knees back up to center. Give them a little squeeze. Send the heels up towards the ceiling, straightening the legs. Give them a stretch. Feel free to pull them in towards you however much. And if you like, you can, round the low back, let the hips lift away from the floor a little bit. Then bring the toes out and the legs out wide. Stretch through the inner thighs. Right, the toes can come back towards your shoulders, or you can have your legs more out in line with your hips. So whichever, doesn't really matter, whatever feels good in your body. All right, let's bring the legs up. So let's come back out. Just take a note of what's the widest that your legs can be. And then we'll bring them all the way back up to center and hold your legs so your heels are over your hips. Press the back ribs down and let's just bring the legs, arms out wide. Arms out wide like a T. Heels up, and I don't know, maybe about a foot. Let's separate the feet. Just about a foot or so apart. And again, if your hamstrings are flexible, you may be able to pull your feet in towards you. Just try and have your heels stacked over your hips. And then let's go a little bit wider so our feet are like 2 feet apart. Right, reach through the heels so your legs are active, right? They're not, it's possible to kind of have soft, easy legs here. There's nothing wrong with that necessarily. It's just not what we're doing right now. Right, so you can flex your feet, you can kind of Barbie toe your foot or like you're pushing down on a gas pedal. Maybe a little bit wider. Try and find what you sort of guesstimate to be about, not all the way wide, but maybe about 2/3 of all the way wide, right? So you're holding your legs in gravity. If I were to just let my legs go, they would plop out, so don't have your legs all the way maximum, right? A little bit less than maximum. So you feel your inner thighs start to work a little bit. And then we're just gonna hold our legs here. And then take your arms down and bring your hands behind your head. Interlacing the fingers or layering your palms one on top of the other. Take an inhale. And exhale, peel your head and shoulders up off the floor and just kind of look out between your legs. And then slowly lower back down. Lower down, inhale. Exhale, come up. Pull the belly back. Gazing ahead and then back down. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Use your abs. Try not to pull on your head. Inhale, lower down. Let your head be heavy. Exhale, lift. Pull the ribs in. Inhale, lower. We have a couple more like that. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Inhale. So this time as we lift, exhale, lift, and pull your legs in towards you. Maybe your knees come towards your elbows. Lower down. Right, exhale. Pull up. So we're squeezing into the midline with the legs now too. Lower. Exhale. Inhale. Right, exhale. Try and get your hips off the floor. Inhale back down. One more time. Lift up. Hold it here. Right, try and pull your hips off the floor. Use your abs to lift your head and shoulders a little higher. And then see if you can reach your arms through your legs, right? Through the line of the legs. Arms shoulder distance apart, right? Pull your feet back. Your toes moving back towards the top of your mat, past your shoulders maybe. Reach the arms through. Squeeze yourself in as much as you can. And then push your arms out into your legs and squeeze your legs onto your arms. Try. Take one more breath here. Reach your toes to the top of your mat. And let the whole thing go. Come on down. Whew. Okay. Oh, my water bottle. Relax your belly. Soften. All right, let's come on up to sit. Oh my gosh. You can roll forward and back, or you can roll to your side. That was fun, right, you guys? All right, sit. Take a moment. All right. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Pulling the palms through the midline. Drop your gaze down to your fingertips. Soften your shoulders. Feel free to close your eyes. And set an intention for your practice. Right, set an intention for your practice. And it can be anything you like maybe just what brought you to your mat right now. And especially these days, I mean, I kind of like this all the time anyway, but Ishvara Pranidhana, right? Like we offer up the practice, right? We give it away. We offer it up to the greater good. Goodness knows the world can use that right now. So, right, we show up for ourselves, and then we just give it away, right? Offer it up, give it away. So we'll do our practice for everybody, right? Everybody everywhere. All right, take an inhale. Side out, exhale. Release your hands down, open your eyes. Turn the palms out, stretch up. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms inside out. Press up towards the ceiling. Melt your shoulder blades down a little bit, right? And press up through the thumbs, the index fingers. Hug the rib tips in so you feel your abs engage. Root through the sit bones, right? So you just can press down to lengthen up. Nice and tall. Maybe lift the gaze. Why not? Keep the arms and bring it forward. Rounding the spine, pressing the palms away. Let your chin come down towards your chest. Stretch your upper back. Shoulder blades nice and wide. Bring it back up. Inhale. Exhale, releasing, let it go. Give the arms a little shake. Switch the cross. Right, other leg on top. And then we'll interlace with the opposite thumb on top, hands behind. Reach the knuckles back and down. Stretch your chest, your shoulders. This time let's drop the chin down towards the chest. Feel free to pick your hands up away from the floor if you like. You don't have to, but just find a level of stretch that feels good in your body, in your chest, in your shoulders, maybe your neck too as your chin drops down. All right, gently release it. Give the arms a quick shake. Let's roll over, come onto hands and knees, and we'll do some cat-cow. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. All right, hold on. You're cat-cowing, still cat-cows. Okay, sorry. One more. Rounding. All right, coming to your tabletop position. Bring the knees a little bit closer together. Arms stay straight, wrists under your shoulders. Send your right leg straight back behind you. Drop the outer right hip down and hug the ribs in, lift the belly. Reach back through the right heel and just ground down through the left foot, the left shin. Right, keep the belly lifted and make sure your breath is moving, right, steady, smooth, Ujjayi breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose, round the spine. Inhale, reaching the leg back. Exhale, pull the knee in towards your arm and lean a little forward into your fingertips and reach the leg back. Do that again. Pull the knee towards your arm, lean a little forward, look a little forward. Lower your knee towards your wrist and then pull it back up. Feel the right side squeeze. Reach your right leg back. Inhale. Exhale, pull your knee in towards your nose. Squeeze and around. Inhale, reach it back. And let's bring the knee down to the floor. And maybe just take a second, sit back, shake out your wrists. Relax your shoulders. Okay, and then we'll do the other side. Back to tabletop. Drawing the hip bones up towards the ribs. Send the left leg back. Keep the abs engaged. Well, they're going to really engage in a second anyway. Lengthen the shoulder blades away from the neck. Take an inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Pull the knee in. Try and touch your knee to your face. Inhale, reach it back. Touch your arm. Touch your left arm. High up the arm. Lean into your fingertips. Inhale, reach the leg back. Do that again. Come to the outer upper arm. Lift the knee as high as you can. Lean forward. And then lower your knee towards your wrist. And then lift it back up your arm. Squeeze the left side. Reach it back. Take an inhale. Exhale one more time through the middle. Round. Press the floor away. Inhale. Extend the legs. Send the heart forward. Exhale. Come on down. Knees to the floor. Hips back. Forehead down. Take a breath in child's pose. Relax your shoulders, your wrists. Okay. So, on that note, we'll come back up. Find your tabletop. Right, and then just walk the hands a little bit forward. Tuck your toes. Let's come into downward facing dog. As you press back, you can pedal the heels a time or two. You can shake out your head, right? Take a couple of breaths to fidget if you like. Stretch. All right, and then start to settle in, right? Steady your body, steady your breath, right? Steady your gaze. Inhale forward into plank pose, top of a push-up. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Reach the hips up and back. Do that 2 more times. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, as you lift the hips up and back, pick your right hand up, touch your left leg, and then come back forward. Plank, inhale. Exhale, reach back, try and touch. Come back forward, inhale. Exhale, right hand reaches, touch the left leg. Maybe your ankle, forward to plank, inhale. Exhale, left hand reaches, touch your right ankle. Inhale. One more time on each side. Exhale, touch. Inhale, plank. Exhale, touch. Inhale, plank, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward dog. Lift the hips up and back. Press back with the thighs. Hug the belly in. Take a soft bend in the knees and walk your hands back. Back, back, all the way back. Hang in an easy forward fold. Let your shoulders be heavy. Right, chances are you've been doing a lot of sitting today, or even if you've been standing a lot today, the spine gets compressed with gravity. So let your head hang down. Let your spine just lengthen, because the heaviness of your head, right, is just pulling everything down towards the floor. One more breath here. Fingertips on the floor, maybe your shins. Inhale, lift the chest and lengthen your heart forward. Press back with the thighs. Hug the ribs in, hug the belly in. Right, lengthen the sternum forward. Keep the thighs pressing back, right? Keep the legs active. And start to walk your hands forward. If you need to bend your knees to make this happen, feel free to bend your knees. Right, keep pressing the thighs back. Walk your hands a little more forward. Right, we're making our way to downward facing dog, but keep those legs pressing back. Right, keep the legs pressing back like you're trying to stand yourself back up again. Right, thighs press back. Creep your hands forward. Creep them forward. Creep them forward a little bit more. There we go. Downward facing dog. Active legs. Right, press back with the thighs. Legs strong. Keep the thighs pressing back. Shift forward into plank pose. Inhale. Take a couple of breaths here. Right, tailbone under, pressing the floor away. Lengthen the sternum forward. One more breath, maybe lean a little more forward. Inhale. Exhale, bending your elbows to lower down. Feel free to drop your knees, right? Lowering all the way to the floor. Let me just scooch back a little bit. All right. Reach your hands back by your hips. There we go. Curl your tailbone under. Inhale, lift up Shalabhasana. Lift the head, the chest, lift the legs. Exhale, lower on down. Hug the legs in, right? Reach the inner thighs up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift your chest, lift your legs. Reach the inner thighs up, and at the same time, press the thigh bones into the backs of your legs. And come on down. And let's do that one more time. Let's turn the palms to face the floor. Draw your shoulder blades away from the neck. Melt the pubic bone down. Inhale, lift the legs. Lift the head, the chest. Sweep the arms out and overhead. Reach the thumbs to the sky. Take one more breath. Press the legs up and come on down. Whew. Soften. Maybe waggle the hips a little bit. Okay, tuck your toes. Pull your hands back. Right, curl the tailbone under. You can press to straight leg plank or knees plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the floor away. Plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, thighs press back. Strongest legs, right, press back. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heels. Bend the knees, walk, float your feet to your hands. Lift up halfway, inhale. Fold back down, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Oh, exhale your hands to your heart. And just take a breath. Whew, standing up. Just feel the feels, feel your body. Smooth out the breath. Back to your Ujjayi breath. Release the hands down. If your eyes are closed, you can always keep them closed. Keep them closed as long as you like. Turn the palms out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over. Fold in half, empty the breath. Inhale, firm the legs. Lift up halfway. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift all the way up. Sweep the arms, reach up, stretch up, look up. Exhale, pulling the hands through the middle. Keep going. Inhale, reach. Exhale, up and over, fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, step the right foot, step your left foot, plank pose, top of a push-up. Couple of breaths. Shoulders away from the neck. Right, arms straight. Press the floor away. Curl the tailbone under. Take an inhale, lean forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. Come all the way down to the floor. That's it. Flatten your feet. Curl the tailbone under. Press the palms. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower down. Couple more times like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Curl the tailbone under. Do that one more time. Inhale, lift, cobra pose. Exhale, lengthen forward, lower. Take a breath, soften. Maybe waggle your hips a little bit. All right, so here we go. Plant your palms by your ribs, tuck your toes, take an inhale, strongest legs. Exhale, press the floor away, come to plank pose, top of a push-up, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips up and back. Find strong legs. Take one more breath here. Squeeze the arms nice and straight. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float your feet to your hands, lift up halfway, inhale, folding, exhale, all the way up, inhale. Hands to heart, exhale. We'll really keep going. Release the hands down, palms out, inhale. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, hands are down, left foot, big step back. Right foot, big step back. Coming into your plank pose, top of a push-up. All right, so let's bring the arms a little wider. So widen the hands, wider than shoulder distance. Wider than shoulder distance. All right. So you'll feel a little bit more in your chest, possibly. All right, we're gonna bend the elbows out wide to lower down. Bend them out wide to the sides. Out wide, all the way down. Woo. Keep your hands out wide. Inhale, peel the chest up. Lift up as high as you like. You don't have to straighten your arms, but you can if you want to. Scoop the heart up. Lengthen forward and down. I'm gonna hug my legs in a little bit more. Curl the tailbone under. Inhale, lift. Stretch. Oh, so nice. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Pubic bone to the mat. Inhale, lift the head, the chest. Press the whole hand. Press the index finger knuckle. Press the thumb. Scoop the heart up. Maybe lift the chin. Lengthen forward all the way down. Take a breath. Soften here. Waggle your hips if you like. All right. Oh, let's do hands out wide. I almost forgot so fast. So feel free to turn the fingers out a little bit. Stick your elbows out to the sides. Right, curl the tailbone under, tuck the toes. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the floor away. Come to the top. Maybe onto your knees, right? Back, hands back into center like regular plank and back to downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Then just sigh the breath out, exhale. And shake out your head a little bit if you like. Take one more breath here, press back, inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, feet to hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Uttanasana, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands through the midline, keep going. Hands down, palms out, inhale. Exhale, up and over. Inhale, lift up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down, step back, keep stepping back, maybe jump back, plank to chaturanga this time, or keep lowering to the floor, flatten your feet, lift your chest, up dog, or cobra pose again. Back to downward facing dog. Two more breaths. Press back. Right, stretch, inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, feet to hands. Lift up halfway, inhale. Fold, exhale. All the way up, inhale. Hands through the middle, exhale. Do that one more time, Surya Namaskar A, inhale. Up and over, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, hands are down. Step or float back. So you have options, right? Chaturanga or the floor, where you can do cobra pose, or maybe into upward facing dog, right? Back to downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the heels, bend the knees. Walk or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, firm the glutes. Rise up. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Give the shoulders a little shake. All right, inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Reach for the floor. Inhale, the chair pose, Utkatasana. Right, take a couple of breaths here. Pull the frontal hip bones up off the thighs. Right, strongest legs, descending those thigh bones down towards the floor. Lifting up. Lifting up from the hip bones, right, and the whole torso lengthening up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath, try and sit a little deeper. And then can you lift the chest a little higher? Inhale. Fold, let it go. Exhale. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees. Hands are down. Step back. Float back. Through the vinyasa you go. Or go straight to down dog. That's an option too. Okay. Right leg up into the air. Turn the toes out. Lift the hip. Bend the knee. Stretch. Right, should feel pretty good, I hope. Squaring the hips off, straighten the leg, take an inhale. Exhale, round the spine, knee to your nose. Inhale, reach it up and back. Right knee, right arm, high up the arm, look forward. Inhale, reach it up and back. Again like that, come forward. Right knee, right arm, look forward. Touch your right wrist with your knee. Pull the knee back up your arm. Reach it up and back, inhale. Exhale your foot between your hands. Back heel to the floor. Come up, warrior one. Okay. Right, draw the right hip back. And bring the left hip forward. Right, squaring off. Root through the back heel. Right, the challenge becomes, arms are up, by the way. As we bring this back hip forward, the back heel wants to kind of get a little light. Can we keep pressing the back heel down? Can we energize the back leg? Get it nice and straight. Press the thigh bone into the back of the leg, right, and lengthen the left side forward. Maybe then we can bend a little deeper. Lift the heart up, press the arm bones back. Hug the rib tips in, take one more breath, inhale. Release it, exhale. Hands to the floor, stepping back, taking the vinyasa. Maybe go straight to down dog. Maybe you take a breath or two in child's pose. I'm gonna get a sip of water. Feel free to sigh the breath out, shake your head out. So much talking and working at the same time. Left leg up into the air. Inhale it up. Turn the toes out, lift the hip, bend the knee. Stretch. You guys, I'm just, I'm getting used to it, but I have been making myself a little sore from doing the whole class. Straighten your leg and square your hips off. Outer left hip, left. Outer left hip down. Press the right thigh back. Inhale, lift the leg a little higher. Exhale your knee to your nose. Round. Inhale, reach it up and back. Left knee, left arm. High up the arm, lean in. Inhale, reach it up and back. Do that again. Touch high up the arm, look forward, lean. Lower the knee to your wrist. Pull it back up the arm, lift. Reach the leg up and back, inhale. Exhale, pull the knee forward. Round, round, round. Step your foot between your hands. Whew. Back heel to the floor. Come up, warrior one. Okay. So we want the left heel to be to the left of the back heel. There's a little runway right between my heels front to back. And then again, the outer left hip firming back and in. My right heel rooting down into the floor. And I'm trying to lengthen this whole right side forward, right? Making that side longer. Right ribs forward, right shoulder forward. Reaching up, hug the ribs in. Maybe the arm bones can press back a bit. Melt the shoulder blades down. Hug those ribs in again. Can you bend a little deeper? Can you breathe? Strong back leg. Reach the right side forward. Inhale. Take it down. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Stepping back to plank, to vinyasa if you like, or straight to downward facing dog. Shake it out. Take a breath. Press the floor away. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Utkatasana. Bend, reach. Lift those hip bones up. Reach back through the sit bones. Bring your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers and lengthen your heart forward. Right, so you're kind of getting almost parallel to the floor. And then lift the knuckles away from your hips, away from your sacrum. Lengthen the heart forward. Reach the sit bones back. Back to chair pose. Release the arms. Take a breath here. Melt the shoulder blades down. Lift the hip bones up. Hands behind again. Do the opposite interlace. Same thing. Reach the knuckles back. Lift them up. Send the heart forward. Reach the sit bones back. Don't lay down on your legs. Wide across the chest. Breathe into the kidney band across the low back. Back into your chair pose. Reach up, maybe look up. Inhale. Fold, let it go. Exhale. Whew. Shake it out. Take a breath. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Halfway lift. Exhale. Bend the knees. Hands are down. Step or float back. Through the vinyasa you go. Or don't do the vinyasa. And go straight to downward facing dog. Send your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, pull it through. Step your foot between your hands. Back heel to the floor. Back to warrior one. Straight ahead. Yes. Outer left hip drawing forward. Hug the belly in. Reach up, maybe look up. Pressing the palms. Bring your hands to your heart. Lengthen forward, out over the front thigh. Right, breathe here. Pin the right hip back. Lengthen. One more breath like this. Into warrior three. Lift the back foot up. Breathe. Outer left hip down. Arms can go out wide. Let's try that. Bend your right knee. Bend it a lot. And then squeeze it straight. And do that again. Bend. Press your left thigh to the ceiling. And squeeze it straight. And do that one more time. Bend the knee. And then straighten it. Squeeze it straight. Awesome. Back to warrior one. Reach up. Lift the hip bones, lift the belly, lift the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Take it down. Spin onto the ball. Three-legged dog. Sweep the right leg up and back into the air. Right, you can circle it out, shake it out, like whatever you want to do. Your hip. Right, give yourself a moment. Let that hip relax. All right, and then when you're ready, downward facing dog or take a vinyasa. It's up to you. Okay. Send your left leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, pull it through. Knee to your nose, foot between the hands. Warrior one. Back heel to the floor, rise up. Right, lengthen the left hip back. Right, get the squeeze. Press through the back heel and lengthen the right side. Right, that whole right side lengthening forward. Melt your shoulder blades down your back, away from your neck. Bend. Pressing the palms, bring your hands to your heart. First, just lengthen forward. Right, draw the outer left hip back. Send your heart forward. Firm the glutes. Right, lengthen. Take a breath. Warrior three. Lift. Well, lift the back leg up. Drop your shoulders down. And then arms out wide, like an airplane. Like a T. Bend your left knee. Bend it a lot. Press the right leg to the ceiling. Squeeze and straighten. Bend it, bend it, bend it. Straighten it, squeeze. Do that one more time. Keep reaching through the lifted heel. Straighten the leg, lift your belly. Whoa, come back to warrior one. Reach. Arms lift, chest lifts, belly lifts, reach up. Maybe gaze lifts, inhale. Come on down. Exhale, spin onto the ball. Left leg up and back. Oh my goodness. Right, circle it around. Shake it out. Enjoy that stretch. Okay. Foot to the floor. I know. Stretch back. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, walk, float, bring your feet to your hands, halfway lift to Ardha Uttanasana. Fold all the way down, Uttanasana, exhale. Bend the knees, reach the arms. Inhale, Utkatasana. All right, so here we go. Lift the heels, press your knees forward, lift your shoulders. So we're trying to get, the shoulders over the hips. I'm a little wobbly. See if you can stand up, keep the heels off the floor. Right, lift up, lengthen up, soften the shoulders down. And let's come back down, let the arms go wide. Slide down the wall, hips to heels, heels still lifted, maybe. Right, all the way down. Okay, crow pose. So let me back up a bit. I think it's a good starting place to have the big toes together. Plant your hands on the floor, shoulder distance apart. And then lift your knees, up your arms. Squeeze your knees onto the outer upper arm if you can, try. Right, and then lean out into your fingertips, scoop your belly, and see if you can pick your feet up off the floor. Right, breathe here. Right, pull the heels in. And then consider Chaturanga. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. So just pretend, like if that didn't turn out, it's okay. Just come to downward facing dog. It's all good. Reach your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale. Pull the knee forward. Step your foot between your hands. And let's come back up into warrior one. I know you're probably like, really? Seriously? Why? I know. Because I said so. Okay. Into warrior two. Narrow the stance. Side to side narrow, but maybe wide in front to back. Right, open it up. Bend into the front knee, feel that stretch, warrior two. Strong, straight back leg. All right, reach forward for Utthita. Forearm to knee or hand to the floor, inside, or maybe on a book or a block. Reach the top arm up, spread your wings wide across the chest. Turn the palm, reach that top arm over. Stretch the left side. How's that back leg? Press the pinky edge of the back heel into the floor, or the back foot rather, into the floor. Open the chest, maybe look up. Breathe. If it doesn't feel good to look up, you can look straight out. You can even look down. Take one more breath here. Press into your back foot. Lift yourself all the way up, straightening the front leg. Parallel your feet to the side. So you're turning towards the left. All right, paralleling the feet. So your toes are pointing straight. Hands on your hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands to the floor. And the crown of your head to the floor. Lift the shoulder blades. Maybe I should turn around, just so you can hear me. Lift your shoulder blades away from the floor, right? Hug the elbows in. If you're so inclined, you can shift your weight onto your head, scoop your feet up into the air, take a breath or two in the tripod headstand. Not too long. Back out. Bring it back down. Inhale. Lift your chest. Exhale, hands to the hips. Stand yourself up. Okay, I'm going to spin back around so I'm facing the proper direction. And then turn the toes out. All right, bend your right knee. Keep your feet on the floor. Keep your toes on the floor, right? Bend your left knee. Bend your right knee. Press the knee out wide, right? Don't let it collapse to the inside. Bend your left knee. Maybe a little deeper this time, right? Bend your right knee. Maybe a little deeper. Bend your left knee. Good, come back to the right side. Bend and lean forward, hold it here. So the heart starts to come straight out from the hips. The sit bones reach straight back behind you, right? Hug the ribs in, hug the belly in, lengthen, right? Firm the glutes. Shift, try and hold this position, but just shift to the other leg, right? Press the left knee wide, keep squeezing your glutes, and think about your heart lengthening out away from the hips, the sit bones lengthening back, squeeze your glutes, maybe bend a little deeper, and then bring your hands to the floor, and just take a moment, soften, walk it back around, so you're at the top of your mat, frame the foot, step your right foot back. Whew, just feel your hips, your legs. Maybe you take an easy vinyasa. Feel free to chaturanga, upward facing dog, and do what feels good in your body right now. Back to down dog. Okay, so good. Send your left leg up and back into the air. Inhale, exhale, round step it through. Warrior one, briefly. Right, so a little space between the feet side to side. Bend. To warrior two, hands to your heart. Narrow the stance side to side, but maybe widen it front to back. Right, come into the pose, not super long. We'll take a few breaths here. We want a nice big bend in the front knee. Shoulder blades off the neck. Back leg straight. Straight. Right, press into the pinky edge of the back foot. Keep that, lengthen forward. So you can forearm to knee. I gotta move my foot back a little bit. Hand to the floor or books or a block. Inside the front foot. Reach the top arm up, right, stretching for the ceiling. And then turn the palm and bring the arm overhead. Melt the shoulder blade on the right arm away from your neck, right? And maybe you can look up at the ceiling. Firm the outer left hip in and breathe. Strongest back leg. Keep pressing that back foot into the floor. Awesome. Gently looking down. Press into your back foot. Inhale, lift yourself up. Oh, straightening the front leg. So again, we'll parallel the feet. I'm just going to turn around so that I'm facing you guys. All right. Hands on your hips. Take an inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold back in. This time, if it's possible for you to grab your toes, grab your toes. Otherwise, reach whatever you can on your legs. Inhale, lift yourself halfway back up. Firm the legs, pull the kneecaps up, flex your thighs. Exhale, down. Head to the floor, elbows wide, shoulders lifted, right? Strong legs. Firm your glutes, firm your glutes. Inhale, lift up halfway. Bring your hands to your hips as you exhale, come the rest of the way up. Heel toe your feet a little closer. And then turn your toes out and let's bend the knees. So we're in more of a horse stance, or it's also called goddess pose. Sorry, don't arrange my clothes here. And then just, kind of do a little lean side to side, like you're a sumo. You're getting ready for battle, except we're not going to do that, but just pretend. And you can even let your shoulders kind of scrunch up, just give them a break. Okay, and then get back to center. Press and drop the left shoulder. So try and straighten your left arm. Try and straighten your right arm. You may not be able to have both your arms straight, but see if you can. Come back to center. Go the other way. Drop it down, pressing into your legs. Right, you can use the push to straighten your arms. Come back to center. One more time on each side. Try and keep the bend. Lean in. Drop the left shoulder down. Stretch the left side. Back to center. Over to the right. Drop the right shoulder down. Keep sinking through those hips, right? Try not to unbend. Back to center. Hold. Squeeze your glutes. Use your glutes. Big, strong muscles. Arms out wide. Sit into this. Oh, that's good right there. Feel that. Awesome. Melt your shoulders down. Pack the chi. Gather. Right? Press it down through the center channel. Lift it back up to your heart. Give it away. Exhale it out. Inhale, gather. Exhale, pack it down. Inhale, lift it up to your heart. Exhale, offer it. One more time, gather. Pack it down. This one's for you. Lift it to your heart and then hands to your heart. Breathe one more breath. I know, straighten your legs. Oh my goodness. Just take a moment. I have to turn around so I'm facing the proper direction. Turn towards the top of your mat, turning the left toes, right bend, hands come down, step on back. So maybe you take a vinyasa, maybe you go straight to down dog, maybe you take a couple breaths in the child's pose. I'm gonna grab a sip of water, take a moment. We got a couple more things to do. You guys are doing awesome. Okay. Adho Mukha, Svanasana, downward facing dog. Take it back. Okay. I'm going to turn so that I'm going this way. And pick your right leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale. Step it forward. Your right foot outside your right hand. So we're coming into our lizard lunge. Squiggle your back foot back a little bit so you feel a stretch in the front of the left thigh. Right, hug the right knee in. Press the right big toe into the floor. Walk your hands a little forward and just see if you can get a little lower. Now, maybe you can get your forearms down on the floor. Maybe you put a stack of books there, or if you happen to have a yoga block, right? Sink down and then press the inseam of the front foot down and hug your knee in. Press your back leg straight. Send your heart forward, charge back through the left heel. Right, breathe here. Breathe 3, 2, 1. We're not done. Come up. So walk your foot in a little bit and start to kind of snuggle under the leg. Right, snuggle under. Hold your ankle with your right hand and then lengthen your right hip back. Heart goes forward. Get a little light on the left fingertips. Maybe your left hand to your right ankle. Both hands on the same ankle. Right, breathe here, heart forward. Back leg strong. Firm the right hip in. Take one more breath. Hands to the floor. Oof. Kick the right leg up and back. Open the hip. Stretch it out. Oh my goodness, little shake. Okay, when you're ready, take a vinyasa. Go straight to down dog. Rest in child's pose. Take a couple of breaths. Yogi's choice. I'm all sweaty. Okay. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Steady your breath. Right, feel the feels. Okay. Send your left leg up into the air. Inhale. Exhale, rounding the spine, pull the foot forward, step it outside your left hand. And then maybe the back foot squiggles back a little bit. Pin the left hip back and in. It wants to kind of stick out to the side. So lengthen it back and see if you can walk your hands a little forward. Yeah, it's going great, right, everyone? And then maybe the forearms come down or your arms come down onto blocks or books, whatever you have handy. Right, breathe. Press the inseam of the left foot into the floor. Keep that knee in close. Try and straighten your back leg. Send your heart forward. Right, breathe here. Whew. Right, make it all about the Ujjayi breath. 3, 2, press into your forearms. All right, come up. All right, here we go. Step the foot in a little bit, your left foot, and then snuggle behind. Snuggle behind. Pin the left hip back. Left hand on the left ankle. Send your heart forward. Right, maybe your right hand also comes to your left ankle. Heart goes forward. Press your left shin, calf, back into your left shoulder. Press your left shoulder into your leg. Take one more breath. Hands come down. Okay. Swing it back. Up and back into the air. Woof. Let that open up. All right. Downward facing dog. Or take a vinyasa. Or rest for a breath or two in child's pose. All right. I'm sweating, you guys. It's good. Phew. All right, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So I'm just gonna back this up a little bit. So from your downward facing dog, let's bring the feet to the hands, but let's jump the feet outside the hands. So as you come forward, outside. Hang your head, but in a good way. Let your head drop down. Oof. All right, relax your shoulders. Just breathe here for a second. Let your torso kind of come between your legs a little bit. Okay. Maybe the feet come in a little closer. Snuggle in. Right, press into the back of your left calf and try and kind of tuck in behind your leg. And then do the same thing on the right side. Press into your calf and tuck in. And walk your feet in and then tuck in a little more and a little more.
Try and straighten your legs. Squeeze yourself. Walk your feet in. Right. Ta-da. Right. Tuck in. Okay. When you're as tucked in as you can get, put your hands down on the floor, behind your feet. Look forward. Start to sag your hips back. Squeeze your knees onto your arms. Right, and then see. Maybe you can pick your feet up, straighten your arms, squeeze your legs onto your arms, look forward, Titivasana. One more breath. And come on down. Take a break. I'm gonna sit. Whew. That really squeezed up my abs. Oh my goodness. Oof. Right. Feel free to try that again. Right, and if your hands don't reach the floor, you can always put some blocks. I would say books, but gosh, it's so hard to get them to be exactly the same height, you know? If you're putting a couple of books back there. Plus, they may slide around a little bit, the pages. So I don't know about books for this part. Better blocks, or if you can't get your hands to the floor, then you're just working, squeezing yourself back and doing all that stuff. Whew, okay. Let's take a quick wrist stretch. So from your shins, your knees, draw the hands back, backs of the hands on the floor, stretch your wrists. Oh, right, you can spin the inner elbow forward. Oh my goodness, right? Stretch that out. It feels really nice. Drop the shoulders down. Okay. And then, little shake. Flip the palms and stretch out your forearm. Oh, your other forearm. So you know we're going to do upside down time. I think we'll take a little bit more of a low-key back bend today, only because, well, a couple of things. We've been doing some big back bends in the last couple of classes, and then also we did so much squeezing forward that we kind of want to ease our way into going the other direction. So we'll kind of take our time. Okay, first though, my wrist, inversion time. So, as always, you find a space. If you're working on balancing, rock on, work on balancing. I'm all for that. Otherwise, look for a wall in your house that, hopefully doesn't have too much stuff on it. And then you can kick up into handstand, into the forearm balance, Pinchamayurasana. Handstand is Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, by the way, or Pinchamayurasana. Or you can do Shirsasana headstand, right? There's lots of variations of headstand. If you want something fun to do while you're upside down, and you can do this in any of your inversions, in handstand, in forearm balance, in headstand, with your legs. So you come to the wall, kick yourself up, right? Squeeze the arms straight. One leg stays lifted and the other one comes down. Right, and it just needs to get about hip high. Right, bring it back up. Try the other side. Right, lower halfway. Really reach with the lifted leg. Right, bring that leg back up. Maybe try it again. Lower. Breathe. Right, don't hold your breath. Lift it up. Use your fingertips. Press the whole hand into the floor. Right, lift. Do one more time on each side, or try to anyway. Come down and rest if you need to. I almost made myself fall. Other leg. Squeeze those arms, press into the fingertips. Okay, come down. Maybe both legs. No, I can't do it. Come down. Hang. Whew. Circle the wrists. Feel free to do a little bit more, right? Take another minute or so. I'm going to get a sip of quite get 3 lowerings on each side, feel free to kick back up and do one more. Or if your legs are up the wall, just relax there for another couple breaths. Okay. All right. And then we'll make our way back onto our mats. Come to lie down. A la bridge pose. So we did this at the beginning of class yesterday. Which is, we're just gonna lift and lower the hips and move the arms overhead. It's just nice and easy. All right, float the hips, reach the arms. And then bring them back down. Exhaling. Good. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower. Do that 2 more times. Easy peasy. Lift the hips, reach the arms. Exhale. Bring it all back down. 1 more time like that. Inhale. Exhale. All the way down. Okay, so this time, bridge pose, lifting the hips up, curl the tailbone under. Let's interlace. Snuggle the outer upper arm under. All right, lift. Breathe and stretch. Chest to your chin. Press the inner foot down. Take 1 more breath here. Slowly lower. Come on down. Take a breath. We're going to lift up 1 more time. So, as you're ready, we'll take the opposite interlace. So feet about hip distance, maybe a little wider. You can kind of adjust to make it feel good in your body. Lifting the hips, interlace, snuggle, snuggle. Press the pinkies down, lift the chest, curl the tailbone under. Right, roll the inner thighs down towards the floor. And then use the bottom tips of the shoulder blades to help move your chest to your chin. Even out the curve in your back. Take 1 more breath. Let's take another breath. That just didn't seem like quite enough. All right, bring it on down, releasing. Take a moment with your hips just on the floor. Soften. Gather the knees. A little bit of rocking side to side. Okay. So before we come up, let's do a thread the needle. So planting the feet, let's cross the right ankle above the left knee. Reach down, grab on. Come into the stretch. Gently pressing the right thigh away with your right elbow, if that makes sense for your body anyway. It'll give you a little bit more stretch. If you like, you can have the back leg straight and hang on to the foot or the ankle. Either way. All right, so staying with the thread the needle. If you have the left leg straight, just let it go ahead and bend, let the heel come down. Keep the shape, but just roll onto your left side so that the outer left thigh is on the floor, the sole of your right foot is on the floor. So you're still basically in that thread the needle shape. Your ankle is at your knee, and the knee is moving away, open. So you feel free to press the knee away or just gently support it with your hand. You don't have to push. You can if you want to. It's totally up to you. I kind of prefer for my body to just give it a little bit of a support. Easy, easy twist. Right, relax your shoulders. Soften the shoulder blades down your back. And then I'm looking the wrong way, but turn your gaze towards your right hand. Steady breath. We're still Ujjayi breath, right? Still Ujjayi breath. Awesome. One more breath. And you can unravel to come back to center if that feels easier on your back, your hips, totally. All right, let's do the other side. It's nice to just feel the middle for a second, you know, just like feel that feeling of both sides essentially doing the same thing. And then, right, come into side two. So notice how your right hip feels as you come in to stretch the left side. And thread the arm through. Again, you can press your elbow onto your thigh, and as the knee moves away, you'll feel that. You'll get more stretch. So if that makes sense for you, if that seems like something that your body wants, go ahead and press on the knee, the thigh really. It's fine. Totally good. And if you like, back leg can be straight. I like to just sort of hang on to my foot. You can grab wherever you like, and if you're like, oh, why would you do that? You don't have to do it, right? It's nothing is for everybody. Right, I was teaching my lecture earlier today, like we're back from spring break, and that's one of the things, you know, it's like when you demonstrate, blah, blah, blah. Right, but the downside is there's no one thing that's perfect for everyone, right? So even this stretch, right, there's no one way of this that every single person's gonna like. So you just find what works for you. So to the best of your ability, if you have the back leg straight, let the right heel come down. We'll keep thread the needle shape and just tip it over, right? Just tip it over so the outer right thigh is on the floor, the sole of the left foot is on the floor. The ankle is still at the knee, and the knee is lifted, right? So you have that same shape. Now again, you can press on it, but for me, I kind of like to just let this leg relax, and then I just support it with my hand. And then reach out through the left arm. Right, relax the shoulders down, shoulder blades down the back, and then the backs of the shoulders down towards the floor. And the gaze turns however much. So how does it feel in your neck? Do you want more? Do you want less? You can decide. And just relax into this, you know, pretty mild, hopefully pretty mild anyway, twist. We worked pretty hard. I say we because I did it too. Like I was sweaty for sure. So just let yourself start to cool down and relax, right? We're heading towards Shavasana. Not there quite yet, but it's on the way. You can taste it, right? You can sense its nearness. All right, easy peasy. Feel free to unravel before you come back up. It might be a little bit easier on the low back, on your hips. And a moment at the center, right, to just feel the feels. Maybe rock a little bit, like, okay, right, here comes the feel-good parts. Let's sit up. I'll turn to face you. Alrighty, Dandasana. And we'll take a breath or two. Well, it's not really true. We'll take about 5 or 6 breaths in Paschimottanasana. So as long as you feel stable, your back feels okay, your low back, let's reach up, take an inhale. And exhale out over the legs. Oh. So if it's possible to grab on, you'll grab the pinky edges of your feet, pull those back. Inhale, lift up halfway. If you can't reach, grab a strap, grab a belt, you know, loop it around your feet, grab onto that. Fold in. Right, longest spine. Out over the legs. Drop your shoulder blades away from your neck. Right, let the tops of the shoulders feel nice and wide. Lengthening forward. All right, inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale the rest of the way. Okay, So we're gonna do, we've done a little bit of Gomukhasana lately. So right now we're gonna actually do like an Ardha, a half Gomukhasana. So let's keep the left leg out straight and bring the right leg up and over. So as opposed to, you know, when we come into the Ardha Matsyendrasana twist, or, you know, well, it's Marchasana on the other side, but right, we're gonna tuck the foot back. We're not trying to stand on it. We're trying to bring it back. And then, you know, kind of squeeze it to the center line. So half of Gomukhasana, right, top of the foot, drawing back, and trying forward fold. And just see what you feel. It may be a lot about this hamstring, right? And of course now we have the top leg pushing down. So you may feel it more than you do in Dandasana and Paschimottanasana. And then as you come into the fold, do you notice anything happening in your hips? Any sense of stretch there on either side? Breathe into that. Try and soften. All right, let your upper back relax. And then let's just experiment a little bit. Lean the torso, kind of rotate over to the left. And I don't know if your forearms are going to be down on the floor or not, but just angle yourself in that direction. How does that feel? What do you notice? Breathe into the stretch. If it feels like too much, or if anything feels like, oh my goodness, you know, I'm going to break myself if I keep doing that, you should definitely stop doing that and go back. You know, nothing should feel like that at this point. All right, let's try the other side, just to see what happens. Go over there. This is interesting too. I like them both. And the same thing over here. If you get to this side and you're just thinking, oh my goodness, this is terrible. I'm not getting anything good from this. Go back to the middle, or go back to where you were feeling like it was at least somewhat productive, you know. For me personally, I'm getting a really nice stretch here in my low back on that side. All right, take it back to the middle if you're not already there. Let's take 3, maybe 4 more breaths here. All right, soften. One more breath, inhale. Give it a soft sigh. All right, come on up. Okay, take a moment, just shake out the legs and feel the feels. Right, let the front of the hip open up a little bit. Ooh, okay, one more side, and then it's Shavasana time. Let's bring the leg up and over. Other side. So same idea, kind of drawing the foot back to try and stack the knees. Whether they actually stack or not is another story, but that's just sort of the direction we're moving in. And you know, adapt that foot on the on the top leg, however much you need to. And when you're ready, forward fold. Right, and notice what you feel on this side. You can pull if you want to, but honestly, I think I would prefer if you just relaxed, you know. Let your shoulders soften, relax your jaw. Be soft. All right, so let's go lean over to the right side. Notice what you feel here. Again, just softening in. Try not to work too hard.
Stop if this isn't working for you. Go back to center, you know. And then just to see, let's go the other way. Right, how does this side feel? It's a little bit of a twist. I'm kind of hooking my arm outside the leg, giving myself a little bit of traction there. And this side too. Feel a nice stretch in my low back. Right, so if you don't like this, if you're just like, ugh, this is too squeezy, I do feel a lot of compression in my belly. So if that feels like too much, you know, any part of this feels like too much. There's a little bit of work in the arms. All right, take it back to center if you're not already there. Last few breaths. Just relax your arms. Let your body soften. Take one more breath here. Maybe sigh it out. And slowly come up. Good work, everybody. It's Shavasana time. Right, feel free to, you know, even fall asleep if you like. You're at home. But let's lie down. Let's lie down. I'm actually kind of hungry. I think I'm going to eat something when I get home. I know it's late. I know. But what are you going to do? All right, little rocking side to side. You want to do a happy baby? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Happy baby. Kick out the heels again. Maybe you did enough of that. All right. Whenever you're ready, anytime, let's come on in. Extend your legs. Melt the shoulder blades down your back. Right, then the legs out long, however wide apart you want them to be, what feels good to you. Same with the arms, right? You can have your hands close in by your sides, your arms out wide. Again, what feels good to you? And let your body relax. Let everything soften. Start with your forehead. Let your forehead relax. Let the scalp be heavy. Right, let it just smooth out your forehead because it's just heavy towards the floor. Soften that space right between the eyebrows. The third eye is back there. Relax that. Soften around your eyes, behind your eyes. Soften your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Is it possible to relax your ears? Try. Melt the sides of your throat, your shoulders heavy to the floor. Soften. Relax your belly. Feel the gentle rise and fall of your belly with your breath. Allowing the hips to be heavy. The imagine your hip bones can just melt away from each other. Soft. Thigh bones heavy. Shins, calves heavy. And the feet just plopping out to the sides. Or wherever they want to plop. Arms relaxed and heavy. And see if you can just sense a kind of airy sort of spaciousness right at the center of the palms, as the hands are just heavy there on the floor. Maybe you can also sense that same feeling in the soles of your feet. And sense the gentle, steady beating of your heart. Grateful for its consistency, right? It's showing up for us all the time, every day, without fail, 24/7. See if you can just get a tiny sense of the energy around the heart. And feel it just radiating out into the body. That heart energy just filling you up. Whole body relaxed. And at the same time, you can sense the aliveness. Right? You're soft, relaxed. That heart energy filling the body. Feel its vibration. Whole body relaxed. Whole body resting. Take a few more breaths here. And ever so gently start to deepen your breath. Maybe brushing your fingertips with your thumbs. And bringing awareness back into the physical body. Right, if you want to circle the wrists, the ankles, if you want to take a stretch. Just feel the feels, right? Notice how everything feels. You did some good work. Hug your knees in. Give them a squeeze, rock a little side to side if you like. And rolling to the right side. I'm going to roll to my actual right side. Pillow your head with your right arm maybe, and just take a breath or two. Let Shavasana linger. So delicious. And when you're ready, we'll come to sit. Right, pressing yourself up. Now, if you're at home and you're like, oh, I don't want to, you don't really have to. You can just stay laying down. It's totally fine. I'll sit up. Closing the eyes, or just keeping the eyes closed. Take a moment to tune in and just notice how you feel. Appreciate the work, right? Appreciate the effects of your practice. Bringing the palms to press at your heart. Snuggle your thumbs into your sternum. And let's close our practice by joining our breath, our voices in a single Om. So I'm gonna feel your vibrations from here. Let's take an inhale. Lift your heart, inhale. Bow your chin, exhale. Grateful. There's always something to be grateful for. Grateful that we have this practice. Grateful for all the goodness it brings, right? Body, mind, spirit. Anything else? What else? What are you grateful for today? I'm grateful that I can be here with you guys. Honestly, I feel better after practice too, so I hope you guys feel like I do right now. All right, hang in there, everyone. So great to have you here. I'll be here in the morning too if you want to come back, or you can save it for tomorrow night. Namaste. Namaste. If you didn't get a chance to sign in, just shoot me an email. I'll happily sign you in. If you care to make a donation, if you don't have a class package, you can shoot us a donation over at Venmo at Parma Yoga. Thank you so much, you guys. We may start doing some Zoom stuff next week, which will be super fun because then I can see all your faces, and that will be nice. So I miss you guys, and have a great night, and I will see you next time. My hair.